How's everybody doing? Today's video is going to be about 10 favorite things that I purchased for my tiny house. There are things in my tiny house that I absolutely love, and if you guys knew what they were, maybe you guys will purchase them for your tiny house and get lots of great use out of them like I am. Number one, we are going to start with my little carpeted stair things. It's just like a strip of carpet that I was able to put on my storage staircase. It has made my storage staircase look a lot nicer than it was. The last time I had something on here to get grip for the cats, it was, let me show you. So see this stuff right here? That is the kind of stuff that I had on the stairs. So that was kind of like the tread that I used. It's very cheap looking. It was very thin. Dirt got inside, as you can see here. It's actually just a drawer lining so that nothing sticks or slides. I saw these on Amazon. When I purchased them, the description said 24 by 7 or something like that. I can actually put the link to these in the description below, but I had to actually cut off an inch on the side in order to make them fit. As you can see, there is a little bit of a section that I left over here because I didn't want it hanging off, but all in all, the cats love running up and down there. It's softer to walk on. As we go up the stairs, I even had to use 3 right there. I didn't want to use like 4 and cut another one. It's actually really, really nice. Only problem is I had to cut that, and then that gets really messy now, whereas before it was easier to vacuum. But so these carpeted things, I would say, are a favorite item that I have purchased for my tiny house so far. Alright, number 2 would be my Primo water cooler. I struggled with how to bring drinking water into my house. I went through Amazon and I found pitchers to put on the counter, filtered different little water things, filter things to put in the fridge. I reintroduced bottled water back into my life, which I did not want to do, but I did it. I gave myself the excuse. I was able to drink the bottled water as long as I didn't keep it in the car or keep it in the heat long enough for the sun to make the plastics melt into the water. So I had a water reclamation system from Incredible Tiny Homes and it did not work, in my opinion. I am now hooked into campground water and they do treat it as well, and I do not want to drink that either. So I invested in a Primo water cooler. Instead of buying a case of 36 bottles, I could be filling glass bottles and supplying my cooking water, my drinking water, and my cat's drinking water with it. I really love how it fits in this spot right here. It's about, I think, 12 inches, I believe, but it fits right in there. It does the towels there, but that's okay. And up top, I just keep little things. I've even had glasses sitting up there, so great purchase for me. And I actually do have like 3 bottles that I keep in my office. Those bottles usually just stay there. I usually just have 2 filled, and then when I'm picking up my groceries at Walmart, I will take those 2 in and fill them again. Okay, so my dilemma is I find it very convenient to carry the bottles. I find it very inconvenient to wash the glass bottles. So I'm still in flux and trying to figure out where I don't have to use plastic waste and I don't have to do the dishes. I could fill my refrigerator with about 12 bottles, but I'm going to maybe just do 6 because I don't have that much room. Again, I live in a tiny house. So yes, one of the best things I got, I think, was the Primo water cooler. It takes a little bit of time to go to the store and fill those 5-gallon things, but the cats have clean water, I have clean drinking water, cooking water, and then I just shower in the campground water, which has the chemicals in it. But it fits in this little spot in my bathroom, so I actually think I invested in something great, and it's one of my favorite things that I have purchased for my tiny house. All right, number 3 is my paper towel holder. In my old apartment, my paper towel holder was sitting on the counter and it was in the way. So I like how I purchased a vertical one and put it on the side of my cabinet. It's out of the way. It comes in handy all the time. It's one of my favorite things in my tiny house. It's simple, but I absolutely love it. Number 4 is my dishes. One of my favorite purchases for my house would be my dishes, because my mom had given me some money to spend on my tiny house, and I had put these in my Amazon shopping cart, but they were way too expensive. For one whole set of these, it was $100, and I wanted a set of 4. So I did not have the money to get a set of 4 at $400. So when my mom had given me a check for like $500, I was like, I am definitely getting those dishes, and it's going to be one of my favorite purchases, and it really is. I used to eat off of paper plates, and I was not using these. I thought maybe use them for guests, but what I started realizing was I could save money on paper plates, and now I actually do use these dishes. I love them. I will actually put the link to this item in the description below. And number 5 on my list would be my electric burner. I make most of my meals on this. It's very easy to clean. It's coming in handy. That teapot always sits there. It's better than a microwave to me. I did get this range hood to go over it because I wanted to vent out that area. My smoke alarm is right above this room right here, so I did not want any smoke from cooking to set off the fire alarm. Plus there has to be a clearance between here, so I haven't wanted to open my windows all the time, and it has saved me. Number 6 would be my shed. I love, even though it's like 1 year and a half later, I love the fact that I purchased my shed. It has a ton of storage. It has a bunch more room for me to put, yes, more stuff, but stuff that I needed to get out of my house in order for me to better utilize the space inside my house. I've even made little cubbies for my cats because there was storage being held under there. So I moved those bins into the shed, but that was wonderful for me. I mean, I thought, gosh, I love that I purchased this because I was able to do that. I felt just as stuck as I felt in my apartment, having all of this crap around and not having a place to put it. I kind of started to feel cramped inside my tiny house. The purchase of the shed made my tiny house open up more. I was able to live in the space a little bit easier, like I could breathe easier. So yeah, my shed was a definite plus on things that I purchased for my tiny house. Number 7 would be my towel rack. I absolutely love that I purchased this towel rack. I fought with myself in the beginning of my design and just tried to ask myself, what am I going to do with all of my backup towels? I had no idea. I was like, maybe I could get a pantry, maybe I can put them in the drawers in the cabinet or in the kitchen. But then I thought, build vertically, go up vertically, and put something on the back wall. I thought about putting it on the side, but the back was absolutely perfect because when you sit down on the toilet, your head does not hit any of that. It is 4 different shelves. I turned the fan off for this video because the fan was really loud, so the fan's up there. And I actually use it extra to vent out the bathroom because I don't have a strong enough vent to my toilet. I absolutely love this rack right there, and it came in handy for exactly what I needed it to come in handy for. A follow-up to this one would be my towel hook. I plan for the towel hook to be right there. I use it every day, and it's out of the way, it's hanging up. I hang my hair towel up there, and then after it's dry, I hang it up on this top one. So yeah, completely out of the way, completely beneficial to me and my tiny house. I absolutely love it. Okie dokie, so number 8 is going to be one of my favorite things that I purchased for my tiny house, my space heaters. Now, A lot of you may be wondering, why would you purchase space heaters when you have a mini split? Good question. My mini split has not been working. It's kind of random and on and off. I don't know, maybe I just don't know what I'm doing with this thing. Maybe it's beyond me, I don't know. But yeah, that's why my space heaters are one of my favorite purchases in my tiny house, because it actually balances everything out, from the mini split to windows being open, and then the clothes that I have on. It's like a big hodgepodge of balance. So yes, those space heaters come in handy, making it number 8 for one of my favorite things I purchased for my tiny house. All right, number 9 is my coat rack. I know you guys probably think, why would she love coat rack? Well, it's because I didn't want to find or build or create space for a closet. So I bought a on the wall coat hanger. Because I don't have a railing on my stairs, people and myself can get past and up the stairs very easily because the coats are just dangling there. So this is my coat hanger. It's just like a rustic board, and it's got hooks on it. So there's smaller hooks on the bottom, bigger hooks on the top, so there's an equivalent of 6, with a little basket that I put like important mail in. And then you can also put like a flower in that thing. But let me show you exactly what this looks like at different angles, so you can see that it doesn't take up a lot of room, and that's why I love it. Just hangs off the wall. I can still get up the stairs because there's no railing right there. It doesn't necessarily block the window or the first railing. However, it does block this railing right here, which I guess I can clean this whole area up. It also blocks the light switch. I did a video on seasonal switch of my clothes, and I had like overwhelming amount of hoodies on here. They would not fit in my closet. However, I was able to put a couple hoodies in here, and that was the purpose, was to get them all away from that coat rack to make it look a little thinner. I love that thing. I think that was actually even my mom's favorite thing. That was her favorite part of the tiny house, was the coat rack. Number 10. I would say one of my favorite purchases for my tiny house would be blank cameras. So before my mom passed away, she had blank cameras in her house, and I brought those to my house. They were indoor ones. She had 3 of them, and I wanted outdoor ones as well, so I purchased another 2. So now the 3 outside ones are outside, the 2 indoor ones are inside, and I have a basic little security system for my house. It's a pretty cool system. It's got infrared on it so it can see you at night, but I am really glad that I invested in these. The whole blink system is like $222 on Amazon or something, but I think it's a really good deal. I also bought hoods for the ones outside. I think they're already waterproof, the ones outside, but I bought little like houses, like hoods for them, just in case. I love my little blank cameras, so that's number 10 on my favorite purchases for my tiny house. Alright guys, so that was 10 top things that I absolutely love that I brought and I bought for my tiny house. If I had to pick 10, those would be the 10 top things. Hopefully you guys have some favorite things that you want to bring in your tiny house, because they go a long way. If you actually use them a lot, they actually come in handy. If you guys like my video, please subscribe, like, and share, and I will see you guys in the next video. This is not gonna work. Maybe? Don't fall? No. Hey guys! I'm actually in the process of trying to go back to... Wait a second, you guys don't even know... I'm telling you a story, but you don't even know number 2. And number 10. Last but not least, of course, and as always... No, don't put that in there. I didn't even understand that. Alright guys, so if you guys like my channel and this video, please subscribe. I wish this was an easy part. Yeah, so if you guys like my channel, no, don't put that in there. It's almost like acting, and I don't want to act. So guys, I didn't mean to do that. So guys, if you guys like my channel, see? Alright, let me try this again. These are probably going to make it into the bloopers.